Hey guys, it's Charlie. Don't you find it ironic that the target now is going to be alternative media? It's going to be the blogosphere. It's going to be people like me who have a YouTube channel, and internet radio. We're going to be the scapegoat for the shooting event in Arizona. Isn't it ironic that here we have a community in the alternative media or the awakened community that is powerless? I mean, the only thing we have is our voice. The only thing we have is our opinion. And when that opinion becomes a threat, when that voice becomes so loud that a majority of the people in this country no longer trust the mainstream media, and more people every single day are tuning into alternative media because they're absolutely fed up with the corruption, they're fed up with the lies, they see what's going on around the world, they understand that the economy is not getting better because we're borrowing money to pay for borrowed money, and we're taking a failure of a few and putting it on the backs of the many, and we're pretending we're prosperous. The people aren't falling for this anymore. They realize that we've been swindled, we've been conned. They realize that Wall Street got healthy and Main Street's still in a depression. They realize that things are not going to get better if folks like Jamie Dimon and Lloyd Blankfein continue to receive these multi-million-dollar bonuses and can go out before television cameras and say these horrendous things like the Frank Dodd Financial Reform Act is going to hurt the small consumer more than it's going to hurt the banks, because they're not going to be able to make 44 cents per transaction. They'll only be able to make 12 cents per transaction. It's mind-boggling to me that the mainstream media can even put Jamie Dimon in front of a camera and have the idea that whatever he says has any validity at all. This is a guy who, for all intents and purposes, is the head of a company, J.P. Morgan, that should be completely bankrupt, shouldn't even be in existence right now. We have, they're being investigated for silver manipulation in the silver market, and we have Lloyd Blankfein, whose company just paid a $500 million fine for basically, they don't have to admit it, but basically swindling its own customers. But in this day and age, we'll call what he's doing prosperous, we'll call what he's doing God's work, and we'll call them being too systemic to let fail. So we have a situation where the financiers of our so-called representatives cannot fail, and in fact can implode an economy and then be quoted on CNBC as saying the small guy's going to get hurt with this Frank Dodd bill. The hubris is beyond belief. Jamie Dimon, who should be a pauper right now, he should be living in a shack somewhere right now. Instead, he's sitting there in his multi-thousand-dollar suit with his multi-million-dollar bonuses and his unbelievable stock options with a stock that cannot possibly fail because it's underwritten by you and I. He will go on and say this legislation is too tough because credit card transactions are falling from 44 to 12 cents a piece. I wonder if that is the same truth that applies to his the J.P. Morgan issued debit cards for the food stamp system in this country, because he might be able to make up some of the profit there because we see that number continue to grow. So as more and more people get on the food stamp rolls, maybe J.P. Morgan will be able to make more profit on the misery that they caused in the first place. Stories are attached. That's all I got.